I started experiencing extreme, intense, and severe period pain and cramps. I would usually take about 2 to 3 painkillers before the pain subsided. I don't writhe in pain anymore. I don't take any painkillers. If you're a guy who stumbled across this video, then share it with every girl you know. And if you're a girl, watch this video and then share it with all your girlfriends. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about something which has troubled me for quite a long time. Before I jump into the tips, I want to tell you about the intensity of my period pain and cramps before I started implementing the tips that I'm going to tell you about in just a minute. So for a good couple of years after I got my periods for the first time, I did not experience any discomfort or pain whatsoever. But after a couple of years, I started experiencing extreme, intense, and severe period pain and cramps. They were so bad that I used to writhe in pain for a good 7 to 8 hours on my first day. And like a cherry on top, I would puke for about 4 to 5 times. I would take a painkiller and barf it out in just 2 to 3 minutes of taking it, and now I cannot take a second pill. Meanwhile, my mom would try every home remedy that she knows of to try and ease the pain. I would usually take about 2 to 3 painkillers before the pain subsided. Fast forward to today, I don't writhe in pain anymore. I don't take any painkillers. Yes, I do feel uncomfortable because periods are uncomfortable, but if the pain before was like a 10, then now it's like a 1. Before I jump into the tips, I want to get into the science of why we get period pain and cramps. We all know that period is the shedding of the uterine lining, but what most of us don't know that there is a hormone-like structure called prostaglandin which is formed during our periods. Prostaglandins help in contracting the uterus so that it can shed the lining, the endometrium. If more prostaglandins are formed, then the uterus contracts more actively and it can cause intense pain. So there are some things that you can do before your periods and some things that you can do during your periods that can help you ease your PMS, period pains, and cramps. Let's quickly dive into the video and discuss those. There was a study done by Ruchika, who is a celebrity nutritionist, in March 2020, and I was a part of that study. It was called the Ease PMS study. She gave us 3 interventions to follow, 3 instructions to follow for 3 months, and I'm going to get to them in just a minute, but before that, I want to show you the results of that study. Personally, as I told you, my pain and cramps went from a 10 to a 1. Bloating went from 10 to about a 4. Mood swings and irritability completely gone. Fatigue went from 10 to about a 4 or 5. Vomiting went from a 10 to a 0. You can also see the statistics for all the participants combined here, and as you can see, for all the participants, the symptoms improved by 60% on average. Now let's talk about these 3 interventions. If you have watched my morning routine video, then you might know this already, that I eat overnight soaked black raisins first thing in the morning. These are also called munakka in Hindi. By the way, I'll try to find the link to as many products as I can find on Amazon.com and Amazon.in in the description box below so that you can check them out. The reason why this works is because black raisins are a good source of iron, antioxidants, micronutrients, and fiber. Black raisins help regulate blood sugar levels, prevent anemia, help with bloating and acidity, and they have so many more other health benefits as well. Now, the reason why she asked us to include saffron is because it is a good source of antioxidants, it is good for skin and hair, plus it is also good for boosting fertility. You simply soak 4 to 5 black raisins in water, and you take a separate bowl and soak about 1 to 2 strands of saffron in water overnight. In the morning you wake up, you have a glass of plain water, and then you can have these. You can also drink the water in which you soaked both these things. This is my favorite because I love dairy products. Ghee or clarified butter is really good for our health because it has several vitamins that help improve our immune system. It has short-chain fatty acids which help in the assimilation of vitamin B12 and vitamin D. It also helps in regulating blood sugar levels by reducing the glycemic index of our meals. Ghee helps regulate cholesterol and it accelerates fat loss. There are also a number of different benefits of ghee, plus it enhances the flavor and taste of anything that you add it to. You simply add a teaspoon of ghee to anything and everything that you're having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now I know that it works well with Indian meals, but I'm not really sure about how it works with American meals. The reason why I'm talking about American meals is because most of my subscribers are from America. So if you're American, you just have to figure out how you can combine ghee with all the three main meals. The last intervention is simply to have a banana every day. Why banana? Because it is rich in fiber, potassium, vitamin B6, and loads of other nutrients. So it helps with bloating, high blood pressure, and it reduces stress. It also has a lot of other health benefits. You simply need to eat one banana between 4 to 6 p.m. as a snack. You can eat 2 bananas if you're more hungry, or you can eat anything else along with it. You just need to ensure that you're eating at least one banana between 4 to 6 p.m. in the evening. So these are the 3 guidelines that helped me and other women in the study with PMS and period pain. If you missed something someday, please do not beat yourself up about it, because honestly, most of us were unable to follow every single guideline every day. You see, this whole study happened during this strict lockdown phase because of the coronavirus pandemic, and so we did not have access to everything so easily. Obviously, the study was planned a long ago, but this coronavirus pandemic just coincided with the study just like it coincided with everything. So I would say that I took a banana 50% of the time of this whole study, but I was really consistent with the other 2 guidelines because I was able to stock those things up. I still follow all these guidelines every single day, and I would continue to do so because to become healthy, you have to adopt a healthy lifestyle by adopting healthy habits. You should generally avoid eating packaged, processed, or refined food, but you should definitely avoid these at least a week prior to your date. I mean, when you're expecting you'll get your period. Packaged, processed, and refined food items do not contain any nutrition, so they're not really doing your body any good, and they can cause hormonal fluctuations which can be bad for your body. They can aggravate your PMS symptoms like cravings, mood swings, and fatigue. We all know that exercise is really important for your physical and mental health, but it is also important if you're looking to reduce your PMS symptoms. In fact, according to a study, just 8 weeks of regular exercise decreased PMS symptoms of the participants. So try to get at least 150 minutes of exercise every week. Now let's talk about the things that you can do during your periods. Applying heat on your abdomen and back really helps when you have pain. In a study, women found that hot water therapy is as effective as taking ibuprofen for period pain. Applying heat helps with relaxing the muscles of the uterus and improving blood flow. This ultimately helps reduce the pain. You can use a hot water bottle or a heating pad. I don't have one, so my mom heats up a pan and then puts a towel on top of it and then puts that towel on my stomach. Obviously, you have to reheat the towel every now and then. Just please be careful when you're applying heat, okay? From my personal experience, this helped me replace painkillers before I participated in the study that I talked about earlier. So whenever I would get period pains or cramps, I would simply take ginger tea instead of taking a painkiller. To make this, you simply take a cup of water and add some grated ginger to it. You let this water boil, and when only half a cup of water is left, you strain it. You can add some honey to it for taste if you want. It's totally optional. Now you drink this just like you would drink any other tea, sip by sip. By the time I would finish the tea, my pain would have reduced quite a lot and I would feel really drowsy and sleepy. I would then lie down, and after a couple of minutes I would doze off. Since I'm telling you this from my personal experience, I don't know if this is going to happen to you. I mean, I don't know if you're going to feel sleepy, but I recommend that you sleep for a little while after finishing the tea, because by the time I would wake up, my pain would be completely gone. It is generally recommended that you avoid caffeine and alcohol because they can make your PMS symptoms worse. You definitely would want to drink more water than any other drink because it can help you with PMS symptoms like bloating, digestive issues, cravings, water retention, etc. So far we have discussed what you can do before and during your periods that can help you with period pain, cramps, and PMS symptoms. But if you would ask my opinion, I would really suggest that you start making healthy lifestyle changes. Start doing all the things that I talked about before you get your periods, because what you do 90% of the time will have a lot more and far greater effect than what you do just 10% of the time. As in, what you do when you do not have your periods will have a far greater impact on your PMS symptoms than what you do during your periods. You can only manage your pain when you have your periods, but if you start adopting healthy lifestyle changes, then you would be able to reduce or even completely treat your PMS symptoms. Please come back to this video and let me know if these tips helped you out, and share this video with all the lovely ladies that you know, because this might help someone who needs it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and while you're waiting for next week's video, make sure that you check out these two videos right here because I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel by pressing this button because I make videos on personal growth, productivity, and lifestyle design. I'll see you all soon in the next video. Until then, keep loving, keep dreaming. This is Ruchika Srivastava signing off.